Few people relish the opportunity to take Prince Harry and Meghan Markle down a peg more than Piers Morgan. The outspoken broadcaster has long been one of their fiercest critics, calling out their perceived hypocrisy, entitlement, and victimhood complex. So when fresh accusations of bullying and harassment surfaced against Harry, Morgan wasted no time in delivering a brutal three-word rebuke that left the Sussexes reeling. His latest mockery of the couple added fuel to an already raging fire, intensifying the scrutiny surrounding Harry's behavior and further eroding his carefully curated image as a noble exile from the royal family. The controversy erupted after Dr. Sophie Chandorka, the chairwoman of Centrebale, the very charity Harry co-founded, publicly accused him of harassment and bullying at scale. According to Chandorka, Harry's decision to resign as patron of the organization was not an act of necessity or principle, but a calculated move designed to inflict damage after he failed to force her out of her leadership role. The allegations painted a troubling picture of the Duke of Sussex, portraying him as a petulant figure who, when unable to impose his will, opted for sabotage instead. As the story gained traction, Piers Morgan seized the moment, delivering a scathing, three-word takedown that instantly went viral. He sarcastically quipped, "Pot, kettle, black," a clear reference to the fact that Harry and Meghan have spent years accusing others, particularly the royal family, of bullying, only for Harry himself to now face such claims. It was a devastatingly simple yet effective jibe that underscored the glaring hypocrisy of the Sussexes' perpetual victim narrative. Morgan, never one to hold back, elaborated on his stance during his show, where he tore into Harry's reaction to the allegations. The Duke of Sussex had attempted to dismiss the claims as blatant lies, insisting that he hoped an investigation by the Charity Commission would uncover the truth. But Morgan, unimpressed by Harry's defensive posturing, pointed out the striking similarities between this situation and the allegations made against Meghan Markle by former palace staff. Back in 2021, reports emerged that Meghan had been accused of bullying her royal aides, with several staff members allegedly reduced to tears due to her treatment of them. At the time, Harry vehemently defended his wife, dismissing the claims as a smear campaign orchestrated by Buckingham Palace. Yet now, Harry found himself on the receiving end of eerily similar accusations. Morgan was quick to highlight the irony, reminding his audience that the Sussexes had demanded sympathy and unquestioning belief when they claimed to be victims of bullying, but now expected skepticism when the tables had turned. The public reaction was swift and brutal. Social media exploded with commentary, with many echoing Morgan's sentiment that Harry and Meghan's credibility was unraveling. How could they expect the world to take their grievances seriously when they so blatantly dismissed others' complaints against them? Even some of their previously loyal supporters found it difficult to defend Harry's actions, particularly as Chandorka's allegations came with specific details of boardroom conflicts and power struggles within Centrebale. Morgan, always keen to expose contradictions, also pointed out the hypocrisy in Harry's latest statement. By calling for an investigation into the allegations against him, Harry inadvertently set a precedent, one that raised uncomfortable questions about why he had never supported a similar investigation into the bullying claims against Meghan. If Harry truly believed in accountability and transparency, as he so often preached, then surely he should welcome equal scrutiny into both sets of allegations. But instead, his stance revealed an unmistakable double standard. When accusations were leveled at him and Meghan, they were baseless attacks. When they were made against others, they were undeniable truths. As the controversy raged on, Morgan doubled down on his criticism, mocking the idea that Harry, a man who had repeatedly claimed to be above the toxicity of royal life, was now embroiled in an ugly power struggle within his own charity. He ridiculed Harry's self-righteous claims of wanting to do good in the world, contrasting them with his actual track record of abandoning yet another institution the moment things didn't go his way. This latest scandal only reinforced the growing perception that Harry and Meghan's actions are dictated not by principle, but by ego and self-interest. While they claim to stand against bullying, their own alleged behavior tells a different story. While they decry misinformation, they freely push one-sided narratives that suit their agenda. And while they insist on fairness, they show no willingness to subject themselves to the same scrutiny they demand of others. Morgan's relentless jab served as a brutal wake-up call for those still clinging to the Sussexes' narrative of victimhood. His three-word quip, "pot, kettle, black," cut through the noise, exposing the undeniable contradictions in Harry's behavior. More than just a witty remark, it was a damning indictment of a man who has spent years positioning himself as the wronged party, only to be accused of the very conduct he has so loudly condemned in others. As this scandal unfolds, one thing is becoming increasingly clear: Harry and Meghan's carefully constructed public image is crumbling. With every new controversy, they move further away from being seen as champions of justice and closer to being recognized as just another pair of self-serving celebrities. And with Piers Morgan leading the charge in holding them accountable, the Sussexes may find that the public's patience for their endless grievances has finally run out.